Hello everyone, it's Natasha with Albums by Natasha, and I have a folio style mini album to share with you guys, and I do have it listed in my Etsy shop, which of course I will link below. I used Stamperia's Lavender paper collection for this one, and I did look at a Soul's Heartbeat tutorial, and I gathered a lot of inspiration from that, and I even used a couple of her page layouts. So I will link that in the description box below as well. It does measure 8.5 by 10.5, and the spines are an inch. On the cover here, I've used two of these swing latches, and they do open up, and that opens your book. And then here I have Tim Holtz ring fasteners, and they line up both sides. And as you can see, I have also put a corset style spine here as well, using some very thin white ribbon. And on the back, I've just left this plain. Okay. So going inside, we'll go ahead and open our swing latches up. Okay. So over here, we've got 3 pockets. Down here, I've used some of this really cute lavender style trim. So in this bottom pocket, we've got a really cute little folder. That was a cut apart from the collection. I've made a bookmark style tag, put an eyelet in there and some white trim. Okay, and then up here in the top we have another tag from the collection. And as you can see, I did double matte most of the papers here. I used a purple textured basil basics for the back, and then I matted white on top, and then I inked around the edges of all the pattern paper with a really dark purple from Color Box and mounted the pattern paper on top. Okay, so we will jump over here next, and you can see that we do have a waterfall. This waterfall does have a magnetic closure here, and I did put some pattern paper here on this top one as, you know, just a decorative element. I did leave the backs plain purple, and on the fronts I did double matte with the white. I didn't want this to get so bulky because this is one of the flaps that makes our pages close. Well, makes the whole book close, not our pages, sorry. But you can see it is quite large, and it does hold quite a few pictures here. And then the back, you can put a nice large cropped 5x7 there, something like that. Okay. All right, so in this front pocket here, I've used one of the cut aparts from the collection, double matted, and adhered it here on 2 sides. And I slipped this cut apart behind it, which I didn't back because that's great space for journaling there. And that slides right back in there. And then here we have these 2 matching tags. And I did put some mulberry roses on the top there, and I did, ink them with the purple ink, spaced out there for a minute. And on the back you've got picture space or journaling space, however you want to utilize that. And inside I've got one of the large 6x6 cut aparts from the collection. Again, I didn't back it because that's great space for photos or journaling. And I've got a double matted 6x6 photo mat here that I've made with some leftovers of the papers. Okay. And those slide back in there. I did use a satin ribbon closure over here. This is kind of like a crushed satin feel to it. And our first flap opens like this. I did put one of the cut aparts down here from the collection, so you can title this, put a date, whatever you want to do there. I've got another pretty tag from the collection. Then I did this photo mat using a Spellbinders die. Or is it a Desire die? I think it's actually a Desire die. And I did leave this part open, so you can slide your picture back here, and then you can just run some glue right along these 3 edges and put it back down. And you have a really pretty overlay here for your picture. And the back of that is plain. So you could even put another picture back there. Then I've got another 4x4 size here. It is double matted, and I've put a little pull topper here on the top that matches the closure over here. And that is plain on the back. And then we've got another 6x6 cut apart here. And again, you've got this room here on top of our pocket. That's great room for photos as well. Nope, sorry I nudged the camera there, guys. Okay, so over here we've got a large space where we could actually put 2 pictures, and I did leave this open up here. And we fold over. Okay, so on this page, it's just a pocket underneath of here. You do have a nice large space where you can put some photos here. We have a very large cut apart from the collection. On the back, excellent journaling space. Okay, and then this is a 6x6 fold out. It is double matted here on the front, and it accordion folds out like this. And then of course you have the backs of the accordion fold as well. Lots of space for pictures there. This side I did leave blank, just like she did in her tutorial, because this has to fold down like this, and you don't want a lot of bulkage there, but plopping pictures here is just fine. You will have plenty of space to close it up. All right, so in the middle, we've got 2 pockets back here with 2 tags. And we did leave this open so your pictures can slide right under there like that. Okay. Then on the top, we have a large die cut tag with a die cut topper on there. And I have used this purple trim here as well. It went really well with the collection. And the back, of course, is plain. Okay. All right, so here on this cover, we have 2 more of the trim here. These I have mounted on the sides and on the bottom here. And the top, we have another pull-out bookmark. And then we have a pocket back here as well. And this has another one of those very large tags. And that is a little snug in there. So if you lift up and push that in, it will go all the way in. And we have a large double matted photo mat here as well. Alrighty guys, thanks for coming and stopping in and checking out what I've got, and I will see you next time. Thanks.